Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Peterson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Grove. Oh, what a move. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. To throw now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with his 16th touchdown of the year. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're... And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. John Franklin Myers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing on 3rd and long. Peterson, he finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. On 3rd down, Grove finds a seam inside the 40. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They'll run on 1st down. Terrell, and a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 53 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
On 1st and 10, Peterson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Peterson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Looking to throw. Peterson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. The kick by Sanders is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Vikings now heading on to the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On first down, Grove. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Nifty running by Beckham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're put,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A pretty good return, all things considered, but hold it.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. On play action, they'll throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Peterson. He finds his man, complete. It's Roth. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. To throw on 2nd down, Peterson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached half due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground. And now
on the pitch, the ball's loose. but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. When you
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Peterson. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Operating from the gun. Peterson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Peterson, he finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw on 2nd down, Peterson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Peterson.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. Peterson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Sanders' kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grove. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Grove. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Grove. Ooh, with a juke. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. 2nd and 3. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even in...
And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now this one complete on the slant route. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. 2 yards is all to get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grove. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball. Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort. Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down. They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Peterson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route and complete. That's McKinney. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Peterson. He finds his man. Complete. That's McKinney. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Peterson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Operating from the gun, Peterson, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now it's blocked. The Vikings have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Vikings, the